Gentlemen, it is my special pleasure to introduce a woman who clearly needs no introduction. A very great actress on her first trip to London.
Marilyn, is it true you wear nothing in bed but perfume?
Oh. Darling, as I'm in England, let's say I sleep in nothing but Yardley's lavender.
I just love the material. I love the unique insight you had into both the making of the film and, of course, into Marilyn herself. And to my amazement, as someone who's never made a film, I was able to get the rights to the books, and with a great screenwriter from the BBC called Adrian Hodges, we developed it. And BBC Films and the Weinstein Company were the dream partners as producers. And then, the big news, Michelle wanted to play Marilyn. So I've been very, very lucky all the way through. We all took very seriously the tone of Colin Clark's diaries, and he was incredibly insightful in many ways and incredibly witty in many ways. And for me, I think particularly the complexity of Michelle's performance is extraordinary, that it's so nuanced, but there's no reason why that shouldn't sit amongst something that's comedic or lighter as well. It has to be said that Colin was, a big supporter of Olivier, and we did meet Elaine, who was the continuity woman on the original film, who was again a great Olivier devotee, and she confirmed that all this stuff had gone on, And it was very moving meeting her, because she had been 30 in 1956, as had Marilyn. And you think of the fate of life, and one of those two women was to only live a few more years, and the other is still living in her 80s today.
This story describes a miracle.
Miss Monroe?
Marilyn is not ready.
Excuse my horrible face.
A few days in my life when a dream came true.
Were you frightened of me, Colin?
No.
Good, because I like you.
Colin, is everything okay? Miss Monroe had some large packages she needed handled.
What is Marilyn doing with my third assistant?
Surprise!
Get backing! Colin!
I have something in my eye.
I can't see anything.
Be careful not to get in too deep, son.
One of the great moments for me was when Michelle did that wonderful dance from The Prince and the Showgirl. We were actually seeing that on the stage, the very spot that I think was in 1956 that Marilyn actually danced in that very spot. It was incredibly moving and incredibly special. We were very, very keen not to parody, to mock the method, be an English production mocking of the method, because I take the method very seriously personally, and Marilyn certainly did. And it's a film about sort of culture clashes on all kinds of levels, that we certainly didn't feel we were in the Olivier camp in Britain mocking the method, because I, as I say, greatly admire the Strasbourg School of Acting. And as it must be said, did Zoe Wanamaker, who obviously has a tradition, she's an American, and she took very seriously her own research in Paula and in the method.
Marilyn Monroe fancying you. Come on.
She breaks hearts. She will break yours.
I wouldn't buy the little girl lost act if I were you. I think Marilyn knows exactly what she's doing.
All people ever see is Marilyn Monroe.
What must it be like to be the most famous woman on earth?
You could quit this. Forget Marilyn Monroe. Forget Hollywood. But let it all go.